Evansville's always a very well-coached team. I kind of feel like they might surprise some people this year along the way. But probably going to be a little bit of growing pains throughout this year.
Well, that's it. With these small schools, you don't know, year to year just how it's going to go. But, I think Brandon-Evansville is well coached, and they've already got a couple of games under their belt, whereas this is Eagle Valley's first game tonight, so that could make a difference too. So we'll see.
Yeah, Brandon-Evansville's got a Meisner on the squad. That's always something that you kind of have to look after.
They've had one of those on their team for years. Good guys.
We've got about a minute and a half here until the game starts. And then we will go through the anthem and our starting lineups again, and we will get ready for tip-off.
Just love this rock music they got going here.
I can hardly hear you. You're sitting right next to me.
I don't know if I'll be able to hear you, Jake. So all of our viewers out there in cyberspace, bear with us, okay?
Do you know these girls that are singing the anthem tonight?
Yes, I do. One of them is Holly Godding, and the other is Tisha Lopez, senior at Eagle Valley High School.
Good evening and welcome to Eagle Valley for our basketball game tonight between the Brandon-Evansville Chargers and your Eagle Valley Rebels. Our game this evening is being played under the rules of the Minnesota State High School League, who joins with Eagle Valley in asking that all fans, players, and coaches remember the goals of fair play, respect, dignity, and sportsmanship during our game tonight. At this time, would you all please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag as we honor our country with the national anthem, tonight being sung by Tisha Lopez and Holly Godding.
Okay, I don't know if you know this, Jake, but about 30-some years ago, I coached at Evansville.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Is that where you started, or
what's that?
Is that where you first started teaching?
That was my first job right out of college at Evansville, Minnesota, before they became Brandon-Evansville.
Starting at guard, 5'10" sophomore, number 20, Tyson Meisner. And starting at forward, 6'1" senior, number 22, Adam Wagner. The Chargers are coached by John Holston and Helen Chappay. And now for your Eagle Valley Rebels. Starting at guard, 5'9" senior, number 10, Josh Wagner.
It'll be interesting to see how Josh does tonight. I guess he's had some kind of a sore hip going, and he hasn't practiced well at all this week.
Yeah, he's one of the best guards that we've seen in quite some time here at Eagle Valley.
Yep. Good quickness.
Real quiet kid, but definitely has a lot of talent. It's kind of an interesting undershirt Dario has on tonight. Did they wear that back in the days when you were playing?
No. Of course, there's a lot of things different about today's game than when I was playing. So,
just a little sneak peek for our viewers. Jim and I have come up with our first and second team all-decade team for Eagle Valley, since we are having our last home boys basketball game of the 2000 to 2009 decade.
I know our viewers are just waiting out there with bated breath
on the edge of their seats.
Find out our first and second team. Jake.
Yep. All right, we got Sean Henneman matching up against Zach Taylor here for the tip-off. And here we go.
Fans are up, waiting for the first bucket.
Yep. Ooh, Wagner makes a pass, picked off by number 20, Tyler Meisner. Number 10, Phil Kruger hits the three from the outside. Early lead for the Brandon-Evansville Chargers. A little bit of a loose ball scramble. Nelson there to get the 2 points. And the Rebels have answered.
Rebels starting off in man-to-man defense.
Really putting some pressure on here to start the game. Foul on Zach Taylor, his first. From first glance, Cervantes kind of looks like a big guy that would be down low, but he's probably one of the quickest guys on the team.
Yep. Jump it up. Ooh. Oh, no.
That's a tough call to make.
Looked like he had all ball there. Second foul already on young Mr. Taylor.
I've been watching Zach play since he was younger, and I never thought that he would be quite that tall when he got up to this age. Ooh, triple team on Luneman down low. Puts up the shot. Rebels are looking a little skittish out there to start the game.
Yeah. Let's run your offense. There we go. Dario with his first bucket tonight. 4-3, Rebels up. And we got another foul.
It reminds me of...
Is that a Luneman that fouled
that
there?
is.
No.
It reminds me of me playing, and
that's another Luneman.
Yeah. Another Luneman, Barry, used to do that all the time too. When his guards fell asleep and drove right past him.
Got some early substitution for the Rebels in number 50, Ty Oftedal. Number 12, that's
Blake Palma.
Blake Palma.
Yep. Second one's good. Number 22, Adam Wagner. Coach Wold getting the early substitutions in. So far in his coaching career, he hasn't really been known for using his bench, but he definitely has that as an advantage this year.
Right. What was that? Okay, let's go.
Throwing up a prayer there. It didn't work out. Rebels quick to the other side. Ooh. Coach
30
Wold
seconds.
asking for a timeout, hoping to calm his squad down.
Needs to settle down just a little bit. Save their offense.
Growing up, this class has always been kind of a run and gun team, but I think they have the weapons to beat a team, even if they slow it down.
Some good shooters.
Ludeman with the bucket.
First basket for Reed tonight. 8-4 Rebels.
If you watch Wagner play, a little sneak peek to our all-decade team. A certain number 10 on the floor right now may or may not be on both of our lists. Ludeman with the quick outlet after the defensive rebound. Nelson fouled on the drive. See who the foul is on. 2-0, that's Tyson Meisner. His first. Ooh. Tough break there for Nelson driving into traffic. Oh. Got to keep your guy in front of you. Games aren't won with defense like that. Or
right
like
away,
that.
ruining the game. A little bit too much French pastry there, Mr. Wagner. Settle down, pass the ball, run your offense. Let's go. Got to stay patient.
Dario Cervantes subbing back in. Ludeman heading to the bench.
Yep. Little air ball there from the corner, Jason Nelson.
It looks like the Rebels are playing some sort of flex offense. Is that Coach Wold's?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Oftedal with a shot.
I like the looks of young Mr. Oftedal. He displays some athleticism there on that follow through, on the follow-up bucket.
Now he got a lot of experience at quarterback this year.
Right.
And I think that leadership experience is probably
Yep.
going to help him here on the basketball court.
There's a little confidence coming in here. 10-6, Rebels are leading. 12:42 left in the first half.
Number 10, Phil Kruger subbing back in.
Rebels still in the man-to-man.
It's pretty early to tell, but I think when they graduate all these seniors, Mr. Oftedal might be the centerpiece of this team next year.
I would say.
Ryan Killo subbing in for Jason Nelson, seeing his first minutes of the night.
Rebels ball underneath the hoop.
Cervantes with the shot and the foul. He'll be heading to the line. Ball's on number 12, Brant Bitson. His first of the night. Team second.
Ooh, okay. Offensive foul on young T.O.
I never liked those offensive fouls right underneath the basket.
No.
I've always been under the belief you need to let them play a little bit.
Well, players got to play the way the refs are reffing.
Yep. Big block by Josh Wagner. The little guy coming out of nowhere.
Here
Off
we
to
go.
the races.
French pastry. Here we go again.
One Mr. Adam
That's the
Hess
one thing.
subbing in for Blake Palma.
Jake, I was going to say one thing about Josh is he's got speed, he's got quickness, he's got a nice little shot, but he has a tendency sometimes to try to go coast to coast and try to do too much with the ball, and he ends up turning it over. Somebody got lost there on defense. 11-8, Rebels leading. 11:26 left, first half.
Without looking at the scoreboard much, I never would have thought they were still leading. Just the way the game is kind of flowing.
There is no shot clock in high school ball, is there, Jake?
No. Kind of, with certain teams, it'll make the game seem real slow.
Yep.
Falls on number 44, Dario Cervantes. His first. And I really thought Reed got that foul there, but...
Well, on the scoreboard, they showed 34 with the foul. There's no 34 out there. At any rate, Brandon-Evansville is going to the line to shoot two. The shooter is number 12, Brant Bitson.
He took a hard
junior.
spill there.
Yep. Makes the first one.
Didn't seem to throw his shot off at all. We have a bigger player, number 54, Zach Hintermeister coming in. Sophomore. Cervantes heading to the line again. Falls on number 12, Brant Bitson. His second. Nelson set to check in. You may not think about it, but these free throws right now are just as important as those ones down the stretch.
I was thinking that myself, too. This game might be won or lost from the free throw line. I was coaching years ago now, but many games, won or lost, you just take a look at the free throws. Cervantes
coming out of nowhere for that
sneaky
rebound.
in there.
Yeah.
He isn't that big, but he's kind of sneaky, and
Cervantes looking like he's a little
Nice
hurt.
last
Something's bothering him. Number 34, James Olson checking in. Luneman heading to the bench. Nelson with the drive to the basket.
You got to wait a little hop step there. I don't know. Sometimes you get away with that. Sometimes you don't.
Hey, your son Phil uses that.
He's
quite
been
a bit.
caught with that a couple times already this year. The college refs call that a travel. And we got a timeout on the floor. 16-10 Rebels lead. 9:17 left in the first half.
Chargers asking for the full timeout. We got a little time here. Why don't you give us a couple of your? Why don't we hear your second team here?
My
of your
second team. Okay. Well, my second team, all-decade team, starts off with Dustin Schlichting and Justin Arndt, two post players who I saw play, and I thought by the time they were seniors, showed some pretty good skill sets.
Schlichting's career actually shortened by a knee injury.
Yes. Unfortunately, his senior year was cut short with the injury. But when he was in there, it was just amazing how much improvement he showed throughout his career. And Justin Arndt, same thing. So those are two guys from my second team, all decade.
Yeah. That class of 2000 actually got to play. They were starting for 2-3 years, all of them. Murch actually started 4 years.
Yes, he did. 1,000-pointer, Anthony Murch.
Yep.
My son-in-law. 1,000-pointer on my first team, all-decade team. His dad's an Eagle Valley Hall of Famer. Tom Murch.
Yeah, my dad actually is the same age as him, and
is he in the Hall of Fame?
No, but he always would tell stories about when they would Clarissa would face Eagle Bend and how unbelievable Tom Murch was on the floor. And even when I was in high school, he would come play with myself and Anthony and his other son Austin, and he didn't miss a step. He was hanging there right with the 1,000-point scorer.
Eagle Valley turned the ball over again.
They're really going to need to cut down on these
Brandon-Evansville is getting a lot of second shots, and that shouldn't be happening. Brandon-Evansville getting a lot of second shot attempts, and they're converting. 16-12 Eagle Valley. Yeah, Jake, Anthony Murch was as good a shooter as I've seen in a while. Not that big of a guy, but pretty crafty.
Nelson hitting from the outside.
With the ball.
One of the Rebels' more dangerous players from the outside.
Oh, yeah. Once again, poor defense there, Eagle Valley. Number 54, Zach Hintermeister scoring that bucket. 19-14 Rebels.
Now, if you didn't know any better, the Chargers, you'd think the Chargers were the team full of seniors.
There's an air ball by Olsen from the free throw line. Eagle Valley ball.
Got Palama and Killo coming back in for the Rebels. Wagner taking a seat for the first time tonight.
And Adam Hess going back to the bench. Nelson inbounding the ball for the Rebels. He finds Palama in the corner. He throws it up. Not there. Rebound Brandon-Evansville. Here we go. Other way. What was that? .22 Adam Wagner. 19-16 Rebel lead. Right now, Jake, the teams look evenly matched to me, really.
Yep. Palama hitting from the outside. If the Rebels can heat up from outside, this game margin could get big in a hurry.
Yep. Ooh, there's a foul, number 14.
It's Kyle Stephenson.
Blocking.
Taylor checking back in. Cervantes getting a little bit of a breather.
What's up with Dario? It looks like he's nicked a little bit. He's grimacing. And
Yeah, I saw him grimacing earlier, too.
Paloma with another three. Not there this time. Rebound goes out to number 2, Sean Henneman from Brandon-Evansville. Another defensive lapse there. 22 scores again. 22-18, Rebel lead. 5:55 left in the half.
Afterdahl coming back. Set to check in.
Turnover. Number's not there. Brandon-Evansville pulls it out. 54 puts
Big
it up.
man for 3. And Paloma will probably be the primary backup point guard for the Rebels this year.
Timeout on the floor. 22-18, Eagle Valley leads. Hey, Jake, I mentioned already, Anthony Murch is on my first team, all-decade team. I've got a young man by the name of Josh Model, 2003 graduate of Eagle Valley on my first team.
Actually, 2002. That was,
2002.
Yep,
I stand corrected.
I went to school with him. Didn't get to play with him much because he was always a step ahead of the rest of the pack, but that's probably why he's on the first team.
You were in the same class, or he was just that much faster than you? Is that what you're meaning?
I was in the same grade in school. I wasn't in the same class of athlete.
Josh Model, known to most people around here for his football prowess.
Yep.
But he was actually a 2-time all-conference basketball player.
He was actually Prairie Conference MVP his senior year, too.
Right. Just like another one of my first-team all-decade players, who I'll announce later. Anthony, Josh, you two guys are on my first team.
They're actually on mine as well. And looking at our first teams, we actually only have one difference in our first team.
Okay.
Wagner checking back in. Short rest, but Rebels definitely need him on the court.
Actually, if I had all these 5 guys on my first team, decade team, man, oh man, we'd win some ball games. I think the Rebels need to get back to see if they can work it into Zach Taylor. He has definite height advantage in there. Give the big man all he can eat in there. You live by the three-pointer, you die by it. There we go, Zach. 2 points, Zach Taylor.
What really surprised me about Taylor last year when I watched him was he's not the quickest guy, but he's definitely got some of the best footwork I've seen.
Yeah, he's got a little game. Didn't get to play much last year with Lundeen. Here we got a steal by Nelson.
Hard foul by number 20, Tyson Meisner. Got a massive substitutions for the Chargers coming in.
5 fouls apiece at this point in the half.
Cervantes also checking in.
Here we got a line change for the Chargers.
Hess taking a seat.
Eagle Valley girls are down at St. John's Prep tonight. Our wrestlers are on the road. Nelson converts, 26-18, Eagle Valley.
Rebels swarming to the ball. This is the kind of basketball I expected to see when I came out here tonight.
Okay. Starting to heat up a little bit. BE with the timeout. 4:21 left in this first half. 28-18. Eagle Valley in the lead. You know, Jason Nelson, who just scored that bucket, is on my second team, Jake. My second team all decade. Really, he's a kind of a streaky shooter, but he shows a good skill set. Jason Nelson on my second team, all-decade team.
Another fun fact about Jason Nelson, he was the water boy for Josh Mottle's squad when he was in high school.
Okay. Isn't that how a lot of them get started?
Yeah.
All in water? Okay.
I guess I can give my differences on the second team. I've got Tyler Notch, graduated a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Definitely a great athlete. Had some injury problems with his ankles, but he definitely had some talent. And I also had Schlichting, and I have number 10 Josh Wagner, who we're watching tonight.
Okay.
And to be honest, by the end of the season, it's very possible, depending on what happens, that Wagner could move from second to first team for me.
If he stays healthy, it seems that he's always hurt. He's always dinged up, nicked up, got a bone busted someplace, or who knows what. But if he can stay healthy, he's not durable.
I've got a funny story about his older brother Jeremy. Jeremy wasn't quite the basketball player, but definitely was a great athlete. Mm-hmm. And at a summer camp, former head coach Don Kasubi was gone, so Dustin Schlichting and I were the coaches for that camp. And
was that the funny part of this story?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wagner was in a game where we were just losing by, 20 or 30 against a much bigger school. And he comes out, and he just to sub out for a minute, and he takes off his shoe and his sock right away, and his entire foot is 2 big blisters.
Oh.
And
Ouch.
Right away, when I see this, I'm like, look, there's only 5-6 minutes left of the game. You don't have to go back in. There's no reason to play on your foot like that. And right away, he quick puts his sock and his shoe back on, and he says, nope, I'm good to go. Oh. And just the Wagners grew up on a farm and definitely have that hard-working mentality.
But they're not durable.
No.
Nelson, with the last 2 free throws there, playing a little bit out of control for the Rebels. He's starting to taste a little bit of blood.
Olsen checking in. After sitting down. Meisner checking back in for the Chargers. He'll need to play a little safe. He's already got 2 fouls. Ugh. I'll admit it about myself, and I kind of feel like it's been the same for all of my brothers, that mental maturity has been kind of our downfall on the court. Things get the best of us when they're not going right.
Yeah, well.
Hess coming back in, hoping to infuse a little energy into the Rebels here.
There's a lucky break.
Nice spot by Wagner,
but back.
Wasn't real pretty, but it's still 2 points in the end.
Yep. Number 40 for Brandon-Evansville scores, 31-19. Rebels leading.
Oh, hard screen set by Cervantes. Chargers really trying to play a fast-paced game here.
That plays right into Eagle Valley's hands. No foul there. All right.
High.
There's a rainbow. Went through. You see our score, 23-31. Rebels up.
Hess launching the three. Not close.
Some guys just shouldn't be shooting. You got to get the ball to your guys that can score. Put the ball in the hole.
Nelson, Taylor, and Palma coming back in for the Rebels. Wagner heading to the bench. Going to get a minute and a half of rest here.
What do we got going down here, Jake?
I'm not sure. Difference on fouls or...
We got a delay in the game here. Down in front of us here at the scorers table.
Coach Holston taking issue with something in the book.
Mainly the score. No fouls here, guys. Olsen missing the bunny. Sometimes they're the hardest shots to make.
You know, earlier we said free throws are where games are won and lost, but you could probably say the same thing about layups.
Yep. Well, Brandon coming back and going to make a game out of this yet. 31-25, under a minute to go. Nelson thought of putting it up. Oh, Zach, you get it down there, you got to take it to the hoop, big fella. Go to the hoop. Get the ball in the paint, take it up. Okay, now we got a turnover here. Evansville, Brandon-Evansville's ball. 30 seconds.
Nelson, the sneaky steal. He's got the 2-on-2. Henneman with a foul from behind. Rebels will have a chance to add a couple here before the half ends. You know, it kind of looks like the Rebels, especially when Wagner's not in there, kind of lacking someone taking leadership of the court.
Well, yeah, I'd agree there. Although we got 5 seniors in there.
Luneman and Killo coming back in for the last 16.7 seconds. Rebels setting up full court press
got a
here.
little press going here. Must want the quick turnover. Ooh, no basket. Offensive charge on Mr. Nelson.
Kruger stepping in there. Save 2 points.
Did he get the basket? No, he did not.
We got 1.6 seconds here. Chargers looking for the last shot of the half.
Okay.
Halftime score.
First half here.
Halftime score, Rebels 32, Chargers 26. I guess we could talk about a little bit more of my second team. The only other two I had that differed from yours was Dylan Lundeen and Taylor Luneman. A little bit of a sentimental pick there for me.
Well, that's okay, Jake.
Oh, you have a sentimental pick too?
I might have a sentimental pick there on that first team. Yes, I would say, but I've got Dylan Lundeen on my first team. I've seen him his last 2 years. I thought he was a pretty decent post player, and I'd put him in there with my first team along with Devin Agnes. And there's my four of my first five: Anthony Mertz, Josh Model, Devin Agnes, and Dylan Lundeen.
Yep, Devin Agnes actually made my first team.
Tremendous athlete.
Yeah, one of the best athletes that's come through Eagle Valley. Not just in the last 10 years, but probably in its 20-some year history.
Okay.
Are we off?
Okay.
The winner is number 951, 4996. 951, 4996. Great. That's okay. She won $26. Also want to announce tonight's PTO Students of the Month are Mary Morris and Melissa Dahl. And Larry tonight is enjoying comfy seats and some treats courtesy of the PTO.
All right, we're back. We've kind of had a sloppy first half. Rebels are up 32-26. What can the Rebels do to pull away here in this game?
You know, it's not unusual to see this kind of ticky-tacky play opening night, first game of the season. I think they need just to settle down a little bit, stay with their offense, be a little bit more patient. Sometimes these guys try to do too much. Some guys go off on their own, try to do it all themselves, and they forget about playing as a team. And so I think if they get back to kind of just playing more as a team and not being so sloppy with the ball, you know, turning the ball over, silly turnovers like that will just, you know, turn your hair about as white as this here. You know. Yeah, I think if they take care of the ball and just settle back and you know, they haven't taken control of this game by a long shot. It's only 32-26. That's a 6-point spread. They've allowed Brandon-Evansville to really stay in this game. And just looking at the two teams, you would think that maybe the Rebels should have a little bit bigger lead than this. But you know, you let a team like Brandon-Evansville stay in the game. You know, they're within striking distance. Anything can happen at the end. I've seen a lot of weird things happen where teams come back and they get the bounce of the ball, they get the lucky roll at the end, and before you know it, Eagle Valley's upset. So, I mean, they got to take control of this game and stiffen up on defense, knock off giving Brandon-Evansville the second shots underneath the bucket, box out, do all those kinds of simple things like that, and hit your free throws. Sounds easy, doesn't it?
I guess the only thing from what I can see that I'd add is They just don't look like they're having much fun out there.
Not at this point, no.
Just loosen up and play your game.
Remember, this is a game. You're supposed to be having fun, guys. We're about ready to start the second half. 18 minutes.
Looks like we got the same starters out there for both teams.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the Rebels come out with a press this half. See if they can get a few cheap buckets. But Brandon-Evansville starts off with the ball.
Starting out in the 2-3 zone.
Oh, nice block, Mr. Taylor.
The size advantage they have down low, it's going to be tough for Brandon-Evansville to go inside like that.
They got to get it into Taylor, get it into Zach, let him get in the game a little bit here. Up, and then what does he do? He bounces off his legs out of bounds.
Rebel basketball.
Rebels get the ball back. Throw it in there. There you go. Hook shot. Hook. Not there. Nowhere to go there, number 10. Where are you going with it?
Rebels pushing the basketball, turning it over again.
Another rainbow by young Mr. Meisner.
Yep.
32-29 Rebels.
A more experienced team would have put Eagle Valley deep in the hole by now with all these turnovers.
Yep. Rebels getting a lot of second shots there, but not able to convert. They had at least 3 shots that time. None of them went.
Chargers now within 3. Just a few minutes into the half.
Wagner, your point guard.
It's always funny when the point guard leaves the big man behind and big man just looks so confused, not knowing what to do. Oh. Chargers missing a wide open man underneath the basket. Got a foul here on the basketball. Kyle Stephenson. A little shove under the basket, trying to get the rebound.
We got a substitution in for Eagle Valley. Adam Hess coming in for Jason Nelson. Jason getting talked to by Coach Wold on the bench. Not happy about something. Put it up, Zach. There you go.
Taylor, which is a massive size advantage inside, just backs his man down. Nothing the guy can do about it. Number 12, Brant Bitson coming back in. Normally, you wouldn't say a guy that's 6'1" is coming in to give them some height, but the small Brandon-Evansville team, that is their big guy.
Well, if you're not going to be big, you better be quick. Basketball is a game of quickness more than anything. Having height is very nice, but quickness.
Luneman with the turnaround. Could be a theme of the half. Rebels getting the ball inside.
Maybe that's a little adjustment the Eagle Valley made. Said, hey, we got size advantage. Why not use it? Goodness sakes. Here we go. Wagner with the little 15-footer. 38-29.
Charter is asking for the full timeout. Hoping to talk things over.
So, Jake, on my second team, I have young James Kasubi on there.
Another guy I played with.
And also I've got Greg Holmquist, Nate Stadelman, and David Winkler kind of, I don't know, somewhere even right there. But
5A, B, and C.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those I can't argue with any of those picks. They were all good in their time. Greg Holmquist actually definitely one of the best athletes in the bunch. Just
he had a brother Nick too that
yep.
would have to be. Of course, he graduated in 98, something like that. So you can't put him on our team of the decade. Maybe a team of the 90s.
Yep.
But he was a hot shooter. Nick Holmquist was. You're a guy that, like him, is 6'4", would prefer to shoot the three rather than go inside.
Yep.
But he was skinny.
Did you know
take the contact? Nick
Holmquist actually ended his career with 998 points.
You got to be checking those books again.
Yep. Find 3 free throws somewhere, 2 free throws in there somewhere.
Numbers weren't there. Eagle Valley, hold it up.
Wagner from outside. It's good.
It'd help if he starts to get hot. When he can get hot, he can take over.
A guy like that's just so hard to guard. You can't lay off him, and you can't get too close because of how quick he is.
Eagle Valley needs to pick it up defensively. Hold up, Dario.
See if the Rebels go inside here again.
See, now just my point I made earlier, Jake, about Mr. Wagner. He tries to do too much. He scores a few buckets, then he brings it down, then he tries a little bit of dipsy-do stuff in the middle. He's got to knock that off, and he's going to end up getting hurt again. Is what's going to happen. He starts flying through the air without really knowing what he's going to do with the ball when he takes off with it.
He's got so many weapons around him. He just needs to learn when to pass it.
Yeah. These guys think they can do it all by themselves.
Foul on Meisner. His third.
Ooh, here we go again. Missing some bunnies underneath.
Jump ball.
And we got to jump it up. Eagle Valley keeps possession.
Now, Jim, as in your experience as a coach, how do you differ your style when you're coaching a young team such as this Charter team or a senior-laden team like this Rebels team?
Well, I would think if I had an inexperienced team that, you kind of preach defense and try to win the game that way. Seniors, you'd expect some kind of leadership, experience, maturity, knowing what to do. Of course, I've had some young players, too, that have really played beyond their years.
Chargers not taking advantage of the mismatch inside.
Here you got to get it into off it all. See, Wagner got the layup that time, but (43-29). Eagle Valley's got the lead. Ball on Ryan Kilu. Josh Wagner coming out for a blow. Zach Taylor in.
Chargers have only scored, what, 1 bucket this half? Or have they not scored at all?
They had 26 at halftime. They've only scored 3 points. Brandon-Evansville really down talent-wise every which way. I don't see really much out there at all at any position.
Meisner as a sophomore might come around and be an all right player.
He might.
Kick basketball, I believe, off the foot of Tyler Oftedal. Oh, very flat three-point attempt.
Sloppy.
Rebels turn the ball over, but are bailed out by a Charger following turnover.
First game of the season, Rebels are trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. They may discover they got some players. There's an air ball by Nelson from the corner.
Number 40, Jared Goringer, coming into the game. Actually, one of their taller players. Actually, the number 1 tallest player on their team. Listed at 6'4". Although seeing him next to Zach Taylor, I'm not quite sure he's 6'4".
Don't hit the deck with that ball, Mr. Taylor. You bring the ball down when these little guys can get their hands on it, they'll get it. Don't dribble that ball unless you're going somewhere with it. Keep that ball up over your head. Okay. Brandon-Evansville back within 10, 43-33, Eagle Valley. 10 minutes to go in the half, in the game. Okay, work it around, get a shot. You got 2 post players there, Eagle Valley. Wide open. Taylor at the top, not there.
Zach Taylor, unconventional drive to the basket. Gets the foul. He'll be heading to the line.
Unconventional, yeah.
To put it nicely.
Zach's mother is a teacher here at Eagle Valley System. First grade teacher, Mrs. Taylor, sitting right over here to my left. Needs a little work on her free throws. Oh.
Ludeman checking back in.
Reed doesn't look as tall as his older brothers.
No. Each one's been a little bit slower, a little bit shorter.
Went down the line.
Yep, Barry and I are about the same, and then Taylor and Reed are a little shorter. And if I were to place bets, I'd say Alex will probably be shorter yet. Halema with the three from the outside. And every time the Chargers seem to creep back, the Rebels just put together a run.
Well, yes. But they haven't given them the knockout punch yet. Nice move to the bucket there, Tyler.
Cervantes coming back in for Oftedal. Those are those mistakes that you kind of try to get out of your system in JV and C squad. But when you're rushed to the varsity, you're going to see him here sometimes.
Right. Nice pass. Attaboy.
Sean Henneman hitting from the outside. Boy.
Showtime, baby.
Those little,
shake and bake.
Those little drives with the floater. Oh, boy. That's just a pure hustle play.
Good hustle.
Pure hustle.
There you go. 53-38. We got a little breathing room now. 7:57 to go.
And I counted 3 Rebels hit the floor there, and the 4th one scored the bucket.
Hey, Jake, you know, I'm going to announce my final player on my first team. None other than number 50 from 2005, Phil Allen.
Yeah.
He goes on my first team.
Phil's also on mine.
My totally objective pick here.
Yep, Phil, and the last one on mine is Anthony Murch.
And this should make for an interesting time at the Allen household this Christmas. I got Phil as my player of the decade.
Oh.
And you have none other than young Mr. Murch.
I do.
As your player, my son-in-law. So now, who am I supposed to... I know. We'll bring him out here in the court over Christmas. Let him go one-on-one. Okay?
Phil's a lot bigger than Anthony. Maybe you should...
Phil is a senior at UMM. He's about 6'6", 275. All-conference performer for the Cougars.
Now,
he's my player of the decade.
Now, I was really torn between picking Phil and picking Anthony. But in the end, I went with Anthony. Probably was a little bit of bias just because I played with him, and because the team around him probably made him look a little better.
Well, that's the thing. Phil didn't have the players around him that Anthony did. It's Phil's last 3 years in high school. His team won 3 ball games, all against Rothsay. And so I don't know if that says much about Rothsay, but he was the MVP in the Prairie Conference his senior year on a team that won 1 game.
None in the conference.
And none in the conference. So I'd like to have them both on my squad, let's just say that. Anthony, Aid, if you're listening, I'll take Anthony. Right after Phil, that is.
Oh, I guess I did have one more player on my first team that we didn't mention. That was Andy Pontius, a classmate of Anthony Murch. Just playing with him, he reminded me a lot of Reggie Miller. Just knew where to be, knew when to hit, could always hit the shots, and a real compliment to Anthony Murch on that squad.
So again, my first team: Phil Allen, Dylan Lundeen, Devin Agnes, Josh Model, Anthony Murch.
Yep, and mine.
Give me these 5, and we'll win some games. I don't mind. Yours looks pretty good too, Jake.
Yep. The only difference I had was Andy Pontius in place of Dylan.
I'm kind of partial to these post guys.
Yeah. Well, I was opposed to, so.
I think you win and lose games in the paint. I go with the big guys in the paint. There's an air ball by Adam Hess. Eagle Valley recovers. Hess again. Ooh, not there. Rebound goes out to Brandon-Evansville. They lose it. Taylor recovers. He's fouled.
Looks like the Chargers are just kind of running out of gas here, getting out hustled in every way by the Rebels.
But they're still only 11 down. 6:04 to go. The Rebels haven't put this one away yet. I think this will be a good game for them to get out of the way. This first game, jitters, throwing up air balls at the free throw line, the passing. I think we'll see a little better next time out for the Rebs. They'll go ahead and win this game. It'll be a nice win, but it won't be pretty, I'll tell you that.
Yep. They'll have lots to work on tomorrow in practice. This is actually the Rebels' only home game in the month of December. Next game is December 11th at Henning. And their next home game is exactly 1 month from today, January 8th, when Swanville comes to town. Chargers hitting a three every so often just to hang in this game.
I tell you, you give this team a little life and give them a little reason to think they're in a game here. Anything can happen. Eagle Valley has not been able to deliver the knockout punch to Brandon-Evansville. I would think now Eagle Valley should come down and milk a little clock.
Yep.
I mean, burn a little time off the clock. You don't have to force up a bad shot at this point in the game. You got a 9-point lead, 5:23 to go. You don't need to force up something.
Taylor draws the foul. He'll head to the line for a 1-and-1.
Hey, Rachel and Maggie, Phil, I look forward to seeing you at the holidays. Get back to your studies.
You know, those post players always, they might have the block without swinging their arm, but they do it and force the ref to call the foul. Ludeman getting his 4th foul there.
I just think you win and lose in the paint. That's been my philosophy in my whole coaching career. Well, I haven't coached for years, but if I was, if you got some post players, guys that can do something in there, you got to get the ball in there.
As long as you have guards that can pass.
Know how to get it to you, right.
A good example was Phil and Barry's years, where
they didn't really have guards.
Yeah, I mean Barry and Phil were probably two of the biggest posts in the conference, and never got the ball. Oh, opted out with the athletic rebound.
And they had the presence of mind to throw it off a Brandon-Evansville player. Eagle Valley ball underneath the bucket. I like Oftedal's athleticism.
I think an early favorite for.
Well, you know, he's got to be about 6'4", and he's only a sophomore. See what he does here. Ooh, going for the hook shot, the hookarooski. I like his aggressiveness, too. I mean, when he gets the ball in there, he acts like he wants to
Yep.
score. He's not timid at all.
A lot of the times when you're throwing a sophomore in there with a bunch of seniors, they might look to pass before shoot. But
no, but he looks to do something with it. I like to see that. Gets the roll. 55-46, Eagle Valley. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left in this game.
9-point lead.
Eagle Valley's got the game in control.
Meisner taking it down. Big block by Nelson, right into the hands of the follow. Chargers get the 2 points.
As a coach, you got to be a little disgusted here. You got to believe that your team should be up better than 7 points here at this point. And taking care of the ball, and then we throw it away. Now, if Brandon-Evansville comes down and gets a score here, then you got a 5-point game. Possibly a 4-point game if it's a 3-point shot.
Yep. Full timeout Rebels. I guess we can go ahead and thank our supporting cast tonight. We've got Dominic Bailey on the cameras, along with, who's that been hiding over there?
That's young Mr. Brian Drina.
They've done a pretty good job. Dominic's been relaying messages from pretty much the wizard behind the curtain, Mr.
The wizard there's a wizard behind the curtain over there.
Well, we only hear from him. We don't actually see him.
The wizard
from the Wizard of Oz.
That's right. He's behind the curtain. We never get to see the wizard, but he's there. We know that he's out there. The wizard is out there. We're up to see the wizard. Hey. Just having a little fun here, folks.
The isolation play.
Hey, if you like these webcasts, let us know here at the school. Right now, Jake and I are the best that they can afford. And we're working for nothing, right?
Yep.
As far as I know.
They let me in for free.
Why get in free anyway? I didn't even get a box of popcorn here. Oh, hold on to it, guys. Oh, yeah, what was that?
Taylor with the frustration play.
Losing a little control there, Zach. You're lucky you didn't get called up for a technical on that one. That was a blatant shot delivered by Zach Taylor. A little frustration setting in here.
You know, this is where that shot clock might come in to make this more interesting.
Yep. The shot clock will be coming to high school ball. It will. It's just a matter of time. Right there, Brandon-Evansville hits the 3, 4-point game.
Meisner's been carrying this team most of the night.
You let a team stay in a game long enough, give them hope they can win. Now we got a barn burner going here. Cervantes with the ball. Wagner at the top of the key here. Let's get something running, guys. Milk some clock. Come on, milk some clock. Don't need to throw up a 3. That's right, make them come out on you.
Oh, boy.
Okay. The offensive foul on Nelson. Brandon-Evansville's ball, 3 minutes to go, down only 4.
Charter's looking to play spoiler here.
A lot of time left. A lot of time left.
Blocked by Taylor. That might turn out to be huge.
Lucky didn't get called for a foul there. Rebels need a bucket here. Nelson for the three, not there. Brandon-Evansville with the rebound, going the other way.
You got to get rebounders if you're going to throw up that shot.
Ball in Evansville, number 14. That would be Kyle Stephenson.
That's his fifth. He's done for the night.
Out. Okay.
Wagner's going to the line for the 1-and-1.
Big free throws here. Remember, we talked earlier about free throws winning and losing games. Depending on how this game finishes up, we'll look back at the free throws and see what we did. I don't know if we shot all that well from the line tonight. I don't have the numbers in front of me here, but
I'm not sure he's been to the line more than once or twice.
I mean, as a team, I don't know what Eagle Valley's done from the line. %, I think, is decent as a team. I don't think we shot that tonight. There's a big free throw. Josh Wagner, a senior, number 10. Hits them both. 57-51, 2 minutes to go. Brandon, you got to get a shot up here. You got to get a shot up. Time is your enemy now. Pressure defense, Eagle Valley.
Oh, that looked like a travel to me.
A little pack your bags. That's a little traveling there. Okay.
Looked like a pretty obvious reach to me there. Number 2, Sean Henneman. It's his third.
Jake, it's been fun working with you tonight. I don't know if they can hear me or not, but maybe we'll do it again before the season's out.
Yeah.
It's first night jitters for us too, isn't it?
It is. We'll get the handshake down.
Yeah, those Knights of Columbus handshakes. I don't know. Where we just hit fist here. Oh, okay. What's that? Aluminum missed a free throw? No.
Ooh, not a travel.
Don't force it up. Jake, don't throw it up, Jason. You got the game won, big fella. You don't need the shot there. Hold on the ball, milks the clock.
Some rough play under the basket there.
Well, the Rebels not showing a little, Fairburn smarts down here on offense. They got the big lead, and they're throwing up a shot with, a three-pointer with a minute to go.
I mean,
4-point lead, milk the clock.
Worst case scenario, you milk 30 seconds off, and
I mean, it's not like we have a shot clock we're fighting against, shooting against.
4-point lead for the Rebels.
That's part of what you think you would expect out of senior leadership, knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them. You don't throw up a three-pointer when you got a 4-point lead with a minute to go. You milk the clock. But I think as the season goes on, the Rebs will correct this little problem. First net out at home at the Eagle Valley Gymnasium in Clarissa, home of the Rebels. Dario Cervantes takes the ball out against the press, gets the ball into Nelson, takes it to the middle. Okay, pull it back out, that's right. We don't have the numbers. Okay, Brandon has to foul.
Brandon's probably working on their press tomorrow, letting the single player dribble past all of them.
I just don't see any on Brandon-Evansville. I mean, they try hard, but they just don't have it, the overall talent.
Rebels getting a little size in there.
Some situational substitution going on here with Coach Wolf. Sometimes I think you can outsmart yourself here. Don't try to do too much or overcoach.
I think Taylor got a little bit of a hand on that. Chargers still getting the bucket.
3-point lead. 40 seconds to go. Eagle Valley ball. Timeout, Eagle Valley. 36.9 seconds to go. 58-55, Eagle Valley.
Not a big crowd here tonight, but those who are watching are getting to see an exciting basketball game.
You got to figure Brandon's going to foul. They need to get the ball back. So they'll send us to the line. And we want to milk some clock. Don't take it up unless we got a wide open shot underneath. You don't need to throw up some hope and a prayer from 3-point line.
Get the ball in. I'd say get the ball in either Nelson or Wagner's hands. You're better free throw shooters.
Right. This is where your senior leadership comes into play.
If you can catch them sleeping and get a quick layup, that might put the game away.
We got to look at some of our fans at the game tonight. Pretty sparse crowd tonight. As we mentioned earlier, our girls basketball team is down at St. John's Prep. The wrestlers are on the road. Ball into Paloma. Foul. Okay. Free throws can win or lose a game for you, Jake. Here we go. If Paloma can hit both ends of the 101, that would give us a 5-point
Oh, we're in
lead.
the double bonus now.
Okay. So he gets 2 shots.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, it wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. Little things win games, like free throws.
That makes it a
Now
two-possession
game. Here we go.
Luneman checking back in for Paloma after the made free throw.
It's nice he can make the free throw and then be led to the bench. So much for making your free throw. Okay.
I believe that's Mr. Taylor's 5th foul.
Foul on 32. That's 5. That's 5. Viewers, you can see right on our screen there. Our latest technology here. Split screen. There's your scoreboard. There's the action. That must be the work of the wizard.
Yep, it is the work of the wizard. Just a 3-point lead for the Rebels here.
Fasten your seatbelts here, Jake. Anything can happen. 3-point game. foul. Okay.
I believe the only Charger with 4 fouls is Meisner, and you need him if you want a last-second shot.
Yep.
Not quite sure what's going on. Was there a timeout called?
Evidently. There you see it, 15.1 seconds, 59-56, Rebels.
Palma gets another chance to make it a 2-possession game.
He makes both these. It's Tap City. I hear the fat lady singing. Okay. I hear her off in the distance, Jake. 60-56, 15 seconds. He makes this. Game. Now just go back, play defense, don't foul. Let him shoot it. Let him take it. Let him take it. Oh. Okay, lost control. You got the game won.
Coach Wold taking a timeout. Just so they get all their ducks in a row here.
8 seconds to go, 5-point lead. He calls a timeout. Okay, what do you tell your guys at this point?
Suppose I can do my shout out of the night. I believe my fiance Bree is watching, all the way down in St. Michael, Minnesota. And I'm not sure if Barry or Taylor are paying attention to the webcast anymore, but if they're watching, say hi to them too.
Absolutely.
Barry said he would have it on in the background while he played video games. But I'm like, well, at least I'm 5% of your life. Is that a 5-second call or?
No, I think we just managed to throw it
just
away.
Out of bounds?
We just threw it out of bounds. 7.6 seconds.
At least Luneman got a hand on it, so it wouldn't be right under the basket.
Back off, guys. Back off, Blue. Back off. Back off.
Meisner.
All right, we got a final, 61-56. It wasn't pretty, but we'll take it, as they say.
We had an exciting finish.
We got a lot of cobwebs to work out. Get out of our system, but a win's a win. We'll take it. Nice way to start the season. Rebels.
Ask him how much longer we're going. All right.
We don't have any stats here, but
I guess I can say December 10th, which is 2 nights from tonight, our girls basketball team is at Browerville. Anytime Browerville and Eagle Valley match up, it's an exciting game.
Yeah, you got that right. It's never just another game when it's with the Tigers, so let's put it that way.
Yep. It's always a little more than a win or a loss on the line.
It's nice to get them early in the season on the road down there. You get out the bus, you're down 15. So anyway, that about wraps it up for us, big fella.
I believe our next webcast will be actually of a girls' game on December 15th. The girls are here facing Henning. I'm not sure who the announcing crew will be, but
I don't know. But as for us, we are out.
Yep.